Hey there, everybody. Where do you put the code? I guess you could just put a video on screen. Hold on one second. Actually, one moment. I'm leaving again. Sorry. And yes, I am muted. Jeez. Wow. This is going great. No, Holix did not scare me off. This guy in Z scared me off because he asked a question and I'm trying to answer it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we've got all of our code. What were we doing? I was trying to answer this guy in Z's question. How do I do my overlays? I actually wrote an app that is literally just the overlays. It's in here. I don't know if I have the source code up anywhere. If I don't, I will put it up somewhere. Oh god, all the purple. No purple. We don't want any purple here. Okay. But basically it's using I think probably the reason that it's not up is I used some stuff that I found open source and I don't know where did I give the right permissions to it. Where is that code? Is it this? No, that's an entitlements file. Okay. This. Yeah, this is a shader. Oh, hey, look. It's right here. Under CC0 license, feel free to use, improve, and change the shader. So basically, I've got this GLSL shader. No, I don't think it was originally a GLSL. It was under some Godot language, and I ported it to GLSL. And it's what does the like CRT effect. So if I go to secret mode and you see like the lines doing that, that's all this CRT shader. And then what I have underneath that is I thought I had some SwiftUI stuff. I have an SK scene. This is a sprite kit scene displaying the shader. Yes, I remember that. And then I believe I could have sworn that I had just like a... No, I guess this is all just sprite kit. Okay, so this is all just sprite kit. With just a big attributed string in the middle of it. Is all this is. It's a sprite kit scene with a big attributed string in the middle of it, and then a... shader applied to it. And I can't figure out where the shader goes. Oh, shader equals CRT shader. Yep. So this is just an SK shader. It turns out you're limited to the number of uniforms that you can set in here. So I ended up having to not do some of them. But all of this seems to be... Yeah, that's all it is. It's just some stuff that I combined some CRTs, shaders, a shader that I found online and translated with... just sprite kit, little sprite kit nodes. And so then, yeah, I've got a bunch of different ones you can pick between, whether that's the countdown scene, which I need to add more to, so the countdown scene that you actually see, this one is actually an older one that doesn't have that same effect to it. This one is, actually all just HTML. It's just really bad HTML and it's trying to do something. That is not the using this effect. I do have one that does use this effect, and let's see if I can get to it. Yeah, it looks like this, but the problem is I don't have any way to set the time that it counts down to on. And so this one always just says right now, because I think I hard-coded the time to like, oops, sorry. I hard-coded the time to like, I think the beginning of WWDC 2022, and so it's never been anything but that. Where's the countdown scene? Yeah, this one's a little bit more. Yeah, countdown hours 9:30. Do I have a? Okay, so it's at 9:30 a.m. every single day. It'll count down to that day. So if I were streaming at midnight, it would say, yeah, you got 9 hours before this stream starts. But no, that's we're not doing that. So yeah, I need some way to have like a UI for me to change that countdown. And I haven't done that yet. But yeah, I can put this up for use somewhere. Developer, where was that? Developer Twitch stream display. Yeah, there's no GitHub repository in this at all. Let me make sure that there's nothing secret in here, but I will. Oh, here, let me just do that right now. I was gonna say I'll put that up later today, and I know that I'm going to totally forget that. Manage schemes. Yeah, no, the only thing that has anything special in it is in a scheme that's not shared. So I think we should be good. Just doing a search to make sure I don't have anything. Oh, no, I totally do. Okay, so no, I won't put this up on Git yet, because I do have like my Twitch stuff hard-coded in here, and I don't want to share that. So, yeah, remind me on Discord, and I will share it later. But yeah. Anyway, what are we trying to do tonight? I'm trying to do more of a chill stream tonight, as evidenced by the music in the background. I am going to work on... Okay, yeah, that's actually... I need to say that. Never mind, cancel. I'm going to work... It's okay, you can trust us. I don't trust you at all, Mono. I maybe trust this guy. Yeah, exactly. Can't trust Mono, though. I want to take Kineo, my drawing/animation app, and I want to kind of break it up into modules, because what I want to start doing on Monday, this is the big secret, here we go, shh. On Monday, I want to start trying to do a port of Kineo to Vision OS. And I don't know how much I'm going to get over, but I know for a fact that I don't want to keep the, I don't want to keep the, like, iOS UI. I think that's going to look awful. So I want to do a true native Vision OS UI. And so what I want to be able to do is I want to have all of these broken up into elements that I can use, but I don't want the like main UI stuff being held in the code base. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I want to split it up so that I can have individual elements, but I don't have the main UI. I think I'm going to make the main UI all Swift UI now, doing all the layout there, but then be able to bring in individual elements that I've built separately. So that will be my canvas view, might be some of the export stuff. I don't really know. Some of that stuff is going to be pulled over. Some of that is going to be recreated brand new in Swift UI. But mostly what I'm trying to do today is I'm trying to break up all of that code so that I can handle that later. Oh, that looks terrible. Why does that look so bad? That should be like transparent. I don't know why that looks like that. Anyway, yeah. So we've got our UI here. None of this is going to look right on Vision OS. So I kind of want to clean it up. Or I want to start completely from scratch with the UI on Vision OS. And then we'll see what we can get out of that. But yeah, tonight's going to be about breaking that code up, getting it all working, that kind of stuff. Getting it all building in iOS, but it's broken up. Sorry, 1 second. And And I did do this a little bit before. I had started working on this at one point. I have this branch here that I think did break that up. Yeah, because I've got this core 1. And I need to go look at my commits there and see if there's like a place where I can split where I did all of that reorg from where I started redoing export. And can I just like pull that in here? So I've got a Tuist fetch here, so at least we started there. Yeah. Add Tuist project definition file, do all of this. So basically I think I need to stop here. This is merge branch 225 update export buttons to standard style. See, now did I screw something up here? Is it maybe just, I just need to finish right here? D77EF7D. Because what do I have in my current branch? That's the next question. My current release branch here is 23.3. Where is the disconnect between these two branches? Is there a way in here that I can compare these? I probably can just do it from here, right? I can say, if I go back to the branches, can I, yeah, which branch is this? Export, feature / export. Yeah, so I've got to compare between these two. I want to split this one up. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Yeah, compare. Sun is wanting to start now. Please don't feel obligated to join us. Have a good stream. Might see you guys over there. Have to start now because you have dinner soon. Okay. Yeah, no, I might get started on this. Hey, we'll see how far we get. And then, yeah, I might join you over there when I inevitably give up on this. So yeah, we have 37 commits over here, but we don't need all of them. And it does start with this Tuist project. What's for T, this guy? So what if I, yeah, let's swap revisions. That didn't seem to do much. Oh, do I need to click the compare button again? So we basically need to pull. We need to create a new branch. See, now this is the problem. Okay, we need to. This is going to be tricky. We need to pull all of these commits. What is this commit here? Okay, so this is like a merge here. So we kind of need, yeah, everything up through 096, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, we need to pull everything up through here into our new branch. Yeah, okay. That's what we're going to do. First of all, I think I have a merge request for a crashing bug that I never, like I fixed this crashing bug and I never actually merged it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to merge this one in. You need to fly home, you miss your lazy Kiwi dinners. What is a lazy dinner in New Zealand? Because in America, it's just you just pop something out of a can and stick it into a microwave. If you're really lazy, you just stick the can in the microwave and you let the microwave blow up. You aren't that lazy. Mashed potatoes, veggie meat. Oh man, that sounds like a you know, full course dinner in the US. Okay, so this is what we need to do. Okay, so I need to merge this crash in. We're gonna go do that. We'll get our release 23.3 out. We'll create a new branch from this, 23.4. It's lunchtime in Southeast Asia. Nice. Oh man, you guys are all on your Mondays now, aren't you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're having to put up with me this early on a Monday. Dinner, it's 11:30 p.m. I just had dinner, so. $3:30 p.m. Monday. Oh, okay. So it's not first thing Monday. That's fine. Okay, it's more first thing for you, animal. All right, so this is merged. Let's get this merged. This should go up to the Googles. Sorry, the App Store connects. We're going to go create a new branch, and then we're going to start pulling our PRs into that. Repository. No, this is not what I want to do. I want to go into branches. That's what I want to do. Of course, I'm realizing that calling this release 23.4 is not really accurate. This should be more feature Vision OS. Your Google Home doesn't recognize me? That sounds like a Google problem. I don't allow Google products to recognize me. Yeah, so this can't be a 23.4 because the Vision Pro is not going to be released in 2023. So I think, yeah, I just need to rename this branch. I'm going to have to take you off speaker if I say the G word again. So what am I doing? I need to just rename this branch. Don't I have to say okay before the word? I don't understand. Okay, I'm just trashing this. We haven't done anything with this branch anyway. Okay, we're gonna try this again. New branch. New branch. We're gonna call this feature / Vision OS. Maybe just feature / Vision. Okay, so now we have that. Now we can take this and we can. Well, see, no. I keep second guessing my releases. No, I think we're good with this. We're going to call this feature / Vision. We're going to... Yeah, we might do some shenanigans with CI later, but not right now. What we need to do next is we need to switch to the right repo. And then we need to... We need to get all of those PRs. Is there a way with Git, does anybody know this, to say cherry pick like 7 commits? Because that's really what I want to do. Use Git Kraken to cherry pick. Yeah, so I wonder if there's a way to do that with Magit. What are my cherry pick options in Magit? Nope. Cherry pick is... I said cherries. That's not the right one. I know there's like a... I could have sworn there was like a cherry pick command. I thought it was... Oh, you know what it is? It's because I'm on this stashes. Maybe not. I could have sworn it was like a... Maybe... No, hang on. Maybe I have to go into here. And then if I cherry pick here... No? I could have sworn it was like a... Applying changes from commit. Okay. Cherry pick edit. It's capital A. What did that say capital A was? Just apply, yeah. So I need to cherry pick like a bunch of commits. This transient command binds the following suffix commands. So copies commits from another branch onto the current branch. If the region selects multiple commits, then those are copied without prompting. This change applies the change in commits from another branch onto the current branch. If the region selects multiple commits, then those are used without prompting. Okay, so I need to grab a bunch of commits. Okay, so let's make sure that we have everything. Oops. That was dumb. Okay, control U, manage its status, Kineo. Okay, so let's pull down all of our branches. And then, let's see, let's pull down feature export redesign. Just not up to date. What is this? Merge branch, add menu for watermark setting. Okay, so we've already got that. And then, yeah, we need to pull down feature vision. Okay. So we're going to say we're on feature vision. We're going to look at this one. And then I guess we want to say, oh, that didn't work. There we go. We want these commits. YOLO. Could not apply move files into new directories. Why not? Yeah, I probably have too many weird things going on. Conflict file location. Export settings format content section. Added in head inside a directory that was renamed, blah, blah, blah. Suggesting it should perhaps be moved to app sources export content provider. I mean, I think that does make sense. So I need to move these two files. Okay. Kineo export content provider export settings format content section. Okay. Can we bring back our... this guy? Okay. Oh my god. So this was a problem. Kineo export. That's not a thing that we have. Oops. Wow, PowerShell's taking a long time to boot up. Good God. Okay, here we go. Added by us. App sources. Oh, app sources export. App sources export. Okay. So I don't understand what the problem is. I guess that's what it's saying, is that we've created these files since that, and so they should be added to those other things. I think that's fine. Git add dot get status. Cool. And then we can continue the cherry pick over here. A. Oh God. Okay, what do we got here? It's basically telling us, hey, you moved everything in your entire code base. Which one is the one that we want? I assume it's the green one. Because, yeah, that's the one there. Okay, so... Oh, cool. It didn't actually grab the thing. We're just going to hold it down the thing in order to delete all of this. There's got to be a better way to do this. Yeah, see, now the other part of the thing is this is all Tuist, so we should be getting rid of the project file. So we shouldn't really need to care about the project file. This is the real problem going on here. There's got to be a better way to do this. Is it hold shift? Yeah, it's hold shift. Okay. Boop. Oh, did we just forget to delete the line, the headline on here? Derp. I have no idea what this wants from me. This doesn't seem to be right, but okay, we're gonna do it anyway. I don't understand what's wrong with this one. Okay, so there's no more of these. And then there's no more of those. Okay. Does that even open? The answer is probably not. The answer is yes, surprisingly. I don't trust that at all. But yeah, let's finish cherry picking. Oh boy, more project stuff. There we go. Ooh, we had to change this one at one point. This was important. This was a cause of a bug. I remember this. This is I need the commits on release 23.3. This was over it not working. Fix transitioning from gallery to edit in compact mode. No. That wasn't it. There was something that we had where it was like frozen. Let's see, what was this commit? Tutorial editing view controller. Fix bug where you cannot export from tutorial. That was changing it from editing draw view controller to editing view controller. Okay, so I think we want this to be public class blah blah blah, but not draw. And I think everything else can stay the same. Okay, and then gallery collection view. I think we just moved a bunch of stuff. That's fine. Gallery view, yada yada yada. Just delete it. Cannot continue due to unresolved conflicts, but it says I fixed all the conflicts. Clearly not. Hey, there we go. Okay, so everything's cherry picked, as far as I can tell. Let's go ahead and reopen that project. It is missing its project.ppx project file. Okay. Can we just rerun Tuist on it? Let's just trash this. Okay, so that file just doesn't exist. That's the problem. Tuist generate. Generate. There we go. Couldn't decode the dependencies graph. Run Tuist fetch. We can do that too. That's fine. If anybody's not used Tuist, let me give you a little overview of what it is. It's on tuist.io, I believe. Did you just crash my Xcode, you jerk? Oh, they've changed their website since the last time I looked at it. But basically what it allows you to do is it allows you to define your project file in Swift code. It's really great because you can kind of just be like, oh yeah, here's my project. It's got targets. It's got tests, it's got whatever. And then you don't have to deal with any of this project stuff. And you can basically say Tuist fetch and then Tuist generate, and it will actually go and generate the project for you. And it's the same every single time. You don't have to worry about anything nuts happening. And then, yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, is it gonna open? It should open, and here's all your project stuff. Hooray. And let me kind of just show you what ours looks like. So if you do Tuist edit, it'll actually show you all of what you've defined. So yeah, no, it's super helpful. And I like using it, but it's also kind of a pain to get the initial setup if you're working on a project that's already been Xcode for a while, because you're like, oh, I need to find everything that I did wrong, get it working. And so yeah, having to write all of this was a pain. If you're starting a brand new project with this, it's not a major issue. But if you're taking an existing project and trying to port it, it's kind of a pain. But yeah, this is basically the definition of the Kineo project. Here's like a bunch of targets. And so there's the main Kineo app target. Here's my app clip. Here's the core thing that is probably most of what we're going to be messing with tonight. Data is all of our shared data information. I don't know what shared was. Stickers is the code to embed stickers if you want it. Yeah, we've got a sticker app for iMessage. And then unit tests, and then I guess oh no, this is a scheme called Kineo, so this is the scheme to actually build and run the app. And that's basically all of it. Here's my dependencies for Swift Package Manager. I just depend on Introspect and Lottie. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, you'll see most of the bulk of the code here is all defined in here. It says this is an iOS app. This is, oh, now here's the fun part. I might be moving to this, and this probably doesn't know what Vision OS is. We'll have to see if they have a release that has Vision OS support. Otherwise, we're going to have to kind of just work with our project. Where's Tuist proper? Yeah. Let's see if this does support Vision OS yet. Oh, here, let's do like a releases. Last release came out May 31st, so probably no Vision OS support yet. And nobody's even opened an issue for it? That seems sketchy. Yeah, the only issue closed since Xcode 15.1. Nothing has anything to do with this. Opened. There's a bunch opened. Underscored framework name. Pixie framework, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's nothing in here that says anything about Vision OS. So apparently nobody is using Tuist with Vision OS yet, so that'll be fun for us to figure out. But that's a problem for future people. Okay, so these are a bunch of generated localizable strings that we didn't have before. So we'll go ahead and run those. But I think we also need to just like build our app. Let's make sure it builds. It probably will not. Place your bets. It did actually build. It's terrifying. Okay. So let's go ahead and commit that. Except, honestly, derived sources should not be committed at all. We probably should just ignore derived at all. Okay, so let's figure out how we can create a thing that builds vision. Well, no, I'm not going to figure out the Vision OS stuff tonight. That'll be for tomorrow night. For now, let's figure out how to make this do anything. We've got a lot of stuff in here that's still in app. We got a lot of stuff that's in core. I think what we're going to want to figure out is there anything in app that we don't need? The answer is probably yes. Are you using Tuist for a modular project? Yes. It's not very modular yet, but that's what I'm trying to do today, is I'm trying to modularize it. If you're asking, am I using it, are there any projects which are more heavily modularized that I'm using it in? Yes, my day job is that, but I can't show that on stream, so that one's a little, I can't demonstrate how that works. Okay, so we got a bunch of like gallery related stuff in here, which we are probably going to need to use. We've got our transition stuff we're probably not going to need to deal with. I mean, I don't know what transitions look like on Vision OS. But again, that's part of tomorrow's work. We are going to need something akin to the gallery view controller. And a lot of this stuff, but I think that that's the entire point. We're not going to use exactly the gallery view controller. Document cell and new document cell, though, we probably want those. So we're probably going to want that. Come back to that. Default scene, this is nothing. We don't care about this. Yeah. Application, app delegate, what do we got in here? Interesting. I hard code it to phone. I hard code it to portrait on the phone. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And I do a bunch of purchase stuff. Okay, so I don't care about most of this here. What else we got? So core is the one that we're gonna really have to break apart. That's fine. Data is probably pretty much dealt with. I might want to split data out into like cloud versus not cloud. That's not a problem. Drive, we don't care about. What is in shared? Color? Bunch of colors. A bunch of colors that we've got this like init with hex, but I'm pretty sure it never actually gets used. And then we have these colors named whatever, but that should be, we can do that from Tuist now. So we might get rid of these. So then we don't need that at all. And then all we have is this UI trait collection, which is with light interface style, which we can probably just duplicate in some places. I don't know. We got color here. We got sticker background, blah, blah, blah. Just found a way to possibly finally ditch CocoaPods. Nice. That feels great when you're able to do that. Yeah, I think that stickers we can mostly leave alone. I think pods are causing issues. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. They can be a little sketchy. Yeah, I mean, SPM has its issues too, but none of them are perfect. All right, so yeah, basically what we're going to do here is we're going to start here and try creating more modules. So what does that look like? Kept resetting all your app versions to 1.0. SPM shouldn't have anything to do with your app version. Oh, it kept setting like, oh, this is the version that we want to fetch. That's still a little weird, but maybe. Are you sure you weren't accidentally like ignoring a file that you needed? It's like what's it's in the like Xcode proj. I don't remember where it is. I thought it was like inside here there was like a packages something. I don't know. I really need to clean up my git project or git ignore file at some point, but hey, it works for me. But there's like a package resolved. No, not just package resolved at least, but there's another file that if you ignore it, like it's not going to work too well. All right, let's see what we can do here. So we need to start breaking things up. What do we have in our individual files? So like, let's look at core. Core just has a sources and a resources. So it doesn't actually have anything special. You set the versions, you see in the Git that it's there, you navigate away from the versions page and then back and it resets them all to 1.0. Weird. That is weird. All right. So we don't do anything here except create new files, and then I guess we have something in our project file that is defining all of these. Yeah, here we go. Target name clip. Okay, so we've got to define all of our targets in here. Do I want to keep defining targets in this one giant file? I think the answer for right now is yeah, kinda. Because I don't really feel like pulling out a bunch of stuff right now. So I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to start defining what our other projects that we want are. Because we've got core, and then we need... So with this, you can git ignore the project file. Yep. And I think I did, because I deleted that file and it didn't make any change to Git. And in fact, like, I recreated that file and I've been tweaking stuff here, and it should, if I do git status, say that there's nothing changed. Yeah. So my git ignore file, or my project file, is git ignored right now. I probably actually could just pull up my git ignore file. Yeah. Kineo.xcode project, kineo.xe workspace. All completely ignored. Yeah, no, it's a pretty neat tool. It can be frustrating at times, but I've found it to be more useful than harmful. Right, so let's figure out what we... Okay, we got so many things in here that we're going to need to pull apart. What do we got? Purchasing? Do we want to start with purchasing? That seems like a weird thing to start with. Let's not bother with that. Every time the Tuist thing changes, you should remake your project file via the script. Yep. Fortunately, you don't have to change your Tuist project too much. You only need to do it when you want to define like new targets and stuff. But then everything else, because it's all just managed by the Swift files that you create in here. Like if I change, you know, if I add a new file here and I say like sidebar foo, like the project file will just pick that up. So now if I, you know, I've created this file, I'm going to close the Xcode proj. I'm going to just straight up delete these two files. Don't need them. And then if I do a Tuist generate, I bring it back. Sidebar foo. It's right there. Still in here. What about incrementing the app version, or do you do that in the build pipeline? Currently, I do that in my build pipelines everywhere. I do that with Fastlane. You could do it in Tuist. But yeah, no, I do this all in Fastlane. Set the marketing number to the release branch name. Where's the actual build number? Yeah, increment build number here. So I do that all with Fastlane as part of the release pipeline. But yeah, otherwise I think you would set that in the project file. Yeah, no problem. Okay, what all do I want to break up? Okay, I think the main thing that I want to get out, I want to get all the canvas stuff out. Because I think that's the main thing that I'm going to need for a Vision OS app. So what all is in the canvas? Let's go ahead and build and run this on an iPad. And just kind of take a look at our view debugger. I didn't keep the same simulator. See, that's what this is supposed to look like. Earlier when I booted it up, this was like not transparent for some reason and it looked like crap. This is what it's supposed to look like. I don't know why it looked weird the last time we ran this. Does it work well in a team? It works. It is better in a team than project files because you don't have to deal with merge conflicts at all like that. That is the main reason to use it, I would say, is to use it in a team. I use it on my own because I also find it easier to manage modularization stuff. But no, like using it in a team is the main reason to use it. Why did it lock my screen? That's not what I want. Okay. Yeah, no, because it gets rid of it eliminates the like merge conflicts entirely. Because obviously a Swift file deals with merge conflicts way better than that weird Xcode project format. Okay. The get stuff on project file hurts so bad, yeah. Yep. All of that totally makes sense. Okay, so I think we need drawing view controller and like everything that this touches, which is a lot of things, you can tell. We got drawing view, drawing background view, background image view, canvas view, just a straight up UI view for some reason. I don't know what this is. PK canvas attachment view. That's pencil kit. I think all of the rest of the stuff is probably pencil kit. Oh, and then our skins image view. So we're going to need all of that. So yeah, let's just call that canvas, I think. Yeah, no, the ooh, is this actually going to work? No. I got too excited too fast. it's slightly working, but not really. Um, yeah, the ability to not have to deal with merge conflicts in project files is, I would say, the main reason to use Tuist. But then also, yeah, like defining targets that share a bunch of stuff like this is also nice. I like how it's trying to get me autocomplete, and it's not really working great. I don't know what dependencies I need yet. Probably all I'll need in introspect, but we'll find out. And then this. Let's go create a new directory. Canvas. Another new directory, sources. And then I think I'm going to need a info plist. Am I going to need an info plist, or are those generated? Yeah, I don't think I need that. Yeah, I think we're good here. Okay, so I think that's all I need there. And then I need a file to be in here. So let's create a new, let's just call this empty.swift. Import foundation. Just to make it happy. And then if I do that, I should be able to do Tuist generate -p. Nope, that didn't work. Tuist generate, let's just do Tuist generate. And I think that should just run in here. Okay, yeah. -p was something that you had to use on the old one to make it not completely rewrite your project. But no, here's our new canvas target. It's only got an empty file in it, but we've got a new canvas target right here. Works great. And it'll do that. And then I should be able to go into here, and there's canvas here, and I can just build the canvas project. Hooray! So that's all perfect. So now let's just try moving files over and see what we need. So we know we need to move over drawing view controller. So let's get rid of this empty file. Core, editing. So where's drawing view controller? We get to find out how coupled everything is. So editing state publisher, that's probably going to need to become its own thing. So we'll create like a state target as well. But yeah, let's just start one piece at a time. What do we got? Sources, drawing view controller, build. Oh, it didn't actually move anything. Canvas, build. Hey, can't find editing state publisher and can't find drawing view. Okay, so I said we're going to need to deal with editing state view. We'll deal with that in a minute. Drawing view, on the other hand. Let's see, this new group. Okay, still need editing state publisher. We need skins image view, background image view. Oh god, a whole bunch of stuff. Drawing view scroll recognizer. How hard can it be to refactor large code base to using Tuist? It can be pretty difficult to do the original merge or the original refactor. This one took Kineo took about a day, but I would not consider Kineo a large project. I don't know how long the data job project took because that happened before my time. But it depends on how many modules and stuff you have too. If you're mostly just a monolith app right now, it probably shouldn't be too bad. If you've got a ton of modules, especially if the modules are A, very different, and B, like the build settings aren't moved into xcconfig files already, yeah, it's going to be kind of a pain. You're just going to, yeah, it can be pretty difficult. All right, what are we missing? Okay, I'm just going to kind of not talk through this, because otherwise it's going to be like, oh, I'm going to move this file, I'm going to move this file, I'm going to move this file. And it's going to be boring. So I'm just going to kind of go quiet unless people actually ask me questions. Yeah, you can do all of your SPM dependencies in here too. Yeah, if I show dependencies.swift, no, here, just do it in. Yeah, I mean, there's all my Tuist dependencies defined, or all my SPM dependencies defined here in Swift. It's just like, it looks pretty similar to the actual like package.swift format, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, no, it's pretty nice. Fair, yeah. I think there's ways that you can mostly do most of Xcode project in like a package.swift file, but yeah, they don't make it straightforward. And yes, this would be a bit better about that. You can only use a package Swift when your code is in a module, not the, yeah, something like that. So you basically would create like a thin app project, and then you toss all of your stuff into a module, and then all of the that module can define everything in package.swift. Apparently it's just moving them now. Xcode is smart enough to have figured out that, hey, everything that we move over to the sources should switch to being in Canvas. That's pretty nice. I'm surprised that it doesn't have more issues. I'm gonna... There's like a... Continue building after errors. Yeah, that's what I want. Hey, there we go. Drawing view scroll recognizer. That one's going to be more of a pain. Editing draw view controller. Okay. So we're going to need something that tells us what... We need like a protocol for this. Drawing view scroll actions. Something like that. And then we can just say that editing draw view controller conforms to that. Okay, so apparently page navigation is also going to be something that we need to create. Where's page navigation events? That's in core. Okay, so let's do page navigation. Yeah, let's create a new thing for that. Maybe we call it document navigation. And yeah, I guess we do want these. Do we want these application extension only APIs? Does core have that? Because if core doesn't have that, then we don't need it. Yeah, core doesn't have that. Here, let's just copy everything from core. That makes way more. No, we probably don't want dependencies. Oops, that's not how you create a new folder. Command Option N, there we go. Okay, so let's put page navigation event and then like a document navigation actions in there. So where's page navigation event? And then this needs to be public. Perfect. All right, can I... Oh, I need to rerun Tuist generate. Document navigation. Let's build document navigation. Let's actually try moving. Oh, no, it's already in document navigation. Okay, so why can't I build this? Canvas isn't building. Okay, but this is building fine. Okay, fair enough. Public class, all the things. I don't know what else needs to be public. Let's go back to Canvas. It's fine. We'll build Canvas. Canvas is going to have a lot of problems. But yeah, cannot find page navigation event. We can fix that. Import document navigation. Perfect. Okay. Let's also create a brand new file that is document navigation actions. I don't think we need to import anything, but we do need to make this an @obj protocol. God, I love Xcode 15's new, like, look at this. You go to that, and it's like, hey, do you want to name your type the name of the file? And I'm like, yes, I do, actually. That's new in Xcode 15. It's like, it seems like it should be so basic, and yet it's so magical that it actually exists. You need to import foundation in order to use an @obj attribute? That seems weird to me. Oh, you know what else we've screwed up here? Okay. So what we didn't do is we didn't say that Canvas requires document navigation. We need that. Dot target name document navigation. Because otherwise it won't rebuild document navigation every time that we do. Canvas. Okay. Page navigation event inits with a style, which means we probably need to. Oh, wait, no. We need this one at least. Which means we need the style to be public. There we go. Okay, so we got rid of all of those errors. And then, yeah, so what was this before? Now I've forgotten what this was. Thankfully, we've got the show change. Editing draw view controller. We need to make sure that we conform these to these new things. So this is going to be... Ta-da! Okay. Am I not on screen anymore? My stream preview died. No, I seem to be fine. Okay. Okay, so let's get back here. So editing state, that's still something that we're going to need to handle. Editing draw view controller and scope. We're still missing this. Drawing view did change page. I think we should call that a document navigation action. Although, now that'll cause a circular dependency on Canvas. So we almost need a drawing view actions. That's fine. Drawing view is not public, so it doesn't like that. That's fine, we can make drawing view public. Probably need to make drawing view public. Okay, so everything else now is left to editing state. I think that's fine. Let's go create another new project. And then Canvas will need to depend on editing state. No, yeah, we also need to create the project, or create the group. Why won't you create? Oh, I did. Okay. Okay, so we need editing state publisher. And we need editing state too, so why don't we just do both? I think we're probably going to need all of these, but let's start with editing state. Editing state is going to need data, so let's go ahead and add that. I think several of these depended on data, and I'm probably going to need to go back and... Yeah, let's go ahead and check all of those right now while we're thinking about it. Canvas definitely needs data. What was the other new one we created? Document navigation almost certainly needs data. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Fair enough. So Canvas needs data. We need to add that right now. I also completely failed at alphabetization here. Look at this. Put Canvas after clip. Okay. Editing state publisher. Sorry, editing state. Yeah, let's move that over. And now we can delete this file. Let's build editing state. Wow, all kinds of problems. I feel like I kind of just need to drag all of these files that are in state management over. That'll get us a lot closer. Okay, so we don't have page navigation event, so we need import document navigation. And we need to go define that as dependency. Switch event.style. Okay, so we need to figure out what that is. Event.style. Oh, that is a page navigation event. Okay. Okay. That succeeded? Sweet. So editing state's done. So let's go back to Canvas now. Canvas is still failing. Cannot find editing state publisher. Okay. So we do have things that we're not making public. We're probably also not actually importing this yet, which would also help. Why doesn't editing state have canvas background color? Or skins image or background image view? Those all feel like things it should have. Is this maybe due to the merge that we did earlier? No, it's not. I don't want you to search for projects. I want you to search. Oh, there's a state publisher. Okay, I think I know more what I'm doing. Yeah, okay. Has no member skins image. This is on the publisher itself. Which I'm guessing is like the lenses, maybe? No. There's gotta be something that's doing this. I would have assumed it was this. Skin publisher. Okay, fair enough. But this is part of core. Okay, so drawing view is not part of core. That's the problem. So should skin publisher be part of core? I think, or not part of core, part of canvas. I think it should be part of canvas. have we done? Okay. Oh, really? That one line fixed everything? Okay. Okay, we've built canvas. Perfect. Let's try building core. Oh, see, now I came back, but I think those are just phantoms. Oh god. Okay, so we got about a bunch of problems in core now. That's fine. These should mostly just be imports. Okay, so drawing view controller we're gonna need to go fix. Yeah, let's go ahead and fix it now. We made it public, so why does this not build? Cannot find type drawing view controller in scope, but that's... Oh, here we go. Okay. Because canvas no longer builds. Overriding instance. Okay. Yeah, public override func. God, what are we doing? Okay, let's go back to canvas. Make sure you build. Canvas builds. Core, you build. Oh, you know what part of the problem is? Did we make core depend on canvas now? No. And probably also on editing state. Okay, so now it should properly handle some of these kinds of things. Perfect. Make this public. Perfect. Okay, so I think we've handled everything in this. Nope. Just kidding. Cannot convert type editing state publisher to expected argument type NS coder. Okay, I think that this is just due to the fact that none of these are things yet. Here. Import editing state. Me? Happy? Okay. Let's just basically fix all these out of order. Perfect. All right, come back to here. Import canvas. And import editing state. Perfect. Drawing scroll view actions. Can't find that. Drawing view scroll actions. How about we name it correctly? Oh, we need it to conform to document navigation too. Hello, Lemnine, Chim Chim Cherubim. What's up? We're gonna run into a lot of these kinds of things. Just need to be more public. Why does this say that I don't conform to navigation actions? Navigate to page, sender any for event. Ah. There's your problem. Okay. We might as well just make all of these public. We're going to come back to that one because I don't understand it. Cannot find $ state and scope. That's probably got something in here that doesn't make any sense. At cascading, unknown attribute cascading. Okay. What do I do full time? I am an iOS developer full time. And then more. I do this all day and then I come home and I do it all weekend. Am I a crazy person? Probably. Yeah. It's probably not healthy. But I enjoy it so much that, I don't know. How'd you end up doing iOS development? So I started as a Mac developer. Eat, sleep, Swift, repeat. Yeah, exactly. I started out as a Mac developer. Did a bunch of that in college. And then basically, while I was in college, the iOS SDK came out. And I got my first job out of college doing iOS development. And never stopped. Basically the entirety of the story. I mean, there's little, details in there. In what stage of decrepitude are you though? So far. So much. Maybe just Swift, sleep, repeat. Yeah. I'm not allowed to eat anymore. I think it's more Swift, eat, Swift, repeat. Sleep is what you miss. That's my way of asking how old you are. I'm 34, but I feel like I should be way older than that. I don't know. I feel. There have been times where it's like, oh, hey, Jeff's the Swift graybeard. He knows everything. He's been around since AppKit was a thing. Or God forbid, Objective-C, yeah. See, I feel like Objective-C is still slightly well-known enough that people are like, oh yeah, Objective-C, I remember that. And it's only the really new people that are like, what's Objective-C? I don't remember that. But yeah, anybody that's old enough to remember AppKit, they're ancient. And of course, I'm saying that, and there's going to be people that are like, hello, Carbon, what? You only know about it because you've had to do battle with it while wrangling macOS APIs? Yeah. Yeah, I used to have to do AppKit because that was the only thing that existed. You know nothing about Swift and iOS development? Oh, okay. So have you done Objective-C and AppKit and not done any iOS? Swift and iOS? These probably all need to be public. I might as well just do that. Save myself a bunch of time later. Briefly played with some foundation and core graphics stuff to get OS 10 to do what you want, but it's a faint memory. Never done macOS iOS dev proper. Oh, okay. Yeah, core graphics. Foundation and core graphics. Good times. Hey, thanks for the follow, Vovum Ironic. I apparently have multiple versions of my alerts thing running. We've got 3. Okay, let's kill some of these. Yeah, so this is an iOS app that I've worked on for several years at this point, and actually, depending on how you measure it, more than a decade at this point. And I want to build it for, or I want to build a version of it for the new Apple Vision Pro headset. And right now it is very tied to iOS. And so I'm trying to split it up a little bit so that I can bring out just individual things. Oh, somebody's chatting, and apparently I killed the version that actually has chat. Good me. Good job. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Okay, is app development still lucrative? I suppose headset is the new frontier. Yeah, it depends on what you mean by lucrative. Hey, if you can get a job from a company that needs an app because they are making money some other way, and that app is key to that. So I work for a company that does e-commerce, and they obviously need an app, but they don't make money like selling the app, for example. They make money by people buying physical goods through the app, and so they make a lot of money through their app, and then they hire devs that make a lot of money. That's still a lucrative way to do that. Do you think it's feasible to make enough money as a solo dev in the App Store? So I hope so. That's kind of why I do all of this stuff that I do on the side, like building this app here. I know very few people who have made it work, but I also know very few people that have really put in that effort. There are definitely people out there, people like _David Smith, people like Christian Selig, who is doing Apollo, rest in peace, Apollo. There are people who have made it work. And so I think it is still, if you really put the effort into it and you really are doing that kind of work, yes. But yeah, it is definitely not easy. Slopes by Curtis Herbert. That's another one that's popular. Yeah, I've definitely read the reverse as well. I don't disagree with it. Because I don't really know Android at all. I've never made a cent on Android. Oh, are you saying that it's more feasible just because you don't have to pay the $99 a year? I feel like that's, you know, dwarfed in the amount by like rent and food. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that if I do stuff with like the headset, that yeah, I can get more attention and more people will download my app and more people will be interested. Background image view. Probably need to make the init public too. Yeah, no, like side money, yes. You obviously have less of a startup type thing. I think, or at least what I was describing, and I thought what Lemnine was kind of asking is like, is it feasible to like live off of doing iOS development or like solo dev? And I think at the level of I need to live off of this, yeah, the difference between the $99 fee and the $25 a year, or $99 a year versus $25 forever fee, kind of insignificant. Hopefully insignificant. These keep making more problems. How long have you been working on this app? So this app existed back in the earliest days of the App Store. I published this app originally in August 2008. Yeah, August 2008. And it was around until sometime 2010. And then it kind of went away for a decade. And I brought it back in 2020, and I've been working on it constantly since 2020. But yeah, no, it kind of took a hiatus while I went and had a career. So yeah, no, it's coming up on its 15th birthday, which is kind of scary. The old idea was to just make quite a few apps and see if there's any bite. Never had any good app ideas. Yeah, so that's kind of been my problem as well. Like Kineo and Black Highlighter, they're fun, but they're not big money makers. And so yeah, I have kind of tried doing the like see what bites level of thing. I think something that I want to try to do in the near term future is I want to try almost creating a second company, maybe not a second literal company, but at least a second brand of this that's like, I want to make like cheap apps, cheap in the sense of like, I don't polish them heavily, but I just kind of like, you know, like my app Debigulator. It's kind of ugly. Yeah, I'm trying too hard. I need a version of my app, or a version of my company that doesn't try too hard. And so like Debigulator is an app that I didn't try too hard on. And it's not a big moneymaker, or it's not a moneymaker at all. It's completely free. It's a very simple app. It took me like a couple days to build. And you know, it just, I threw it together and it's not anything special. What I would like to do is I would like to make more apps like this and then like just put basic ads in them. But I think that the name that I've built with CocoaType is I tend to have more of the high polished, high quality apps that also just like are in niches that nobody actually cares about. And that's a bad way to make money. And so I kind of would like to have like a split personality that just goes out and is like, oh, you know, I can churn out good but simple apps like Debigulator, just put basic ads in them and see what I can make from that. And I think that I would like to like A/B test my company, my entire company, and maybe that works a bit better. But yeah, no, I mean, what Mono is saying there, like, make quite a few apps and see if there's any bite. I think that that's a good way to do that. I mean, I was talking about people making apps earlier. Like, Christian Selig, who did Apollo, went the way that I'm currently trying to go, except, you know, Reddit is way more popular than doodling. And kind of, like, had one really good, really polished, really nice app. But the other person that I mentioned, one of the other people that I mentioned, underscore David Smith, was Apollo iOS only. Apollo was iOS only, yeah. Underscore David Smith, he built dozens and dozens of apps, and was mostly successful on a lot of them, enough to be a solo dev there. And then, yeah, he had that bite 2 years ago with Widgetsmith and just exploded. And so now he really has one app that he focuses on. But it was through the matter of doing like years and years and years of just kind of like making a bunch of apps and seeing what worked, and really focusing on the ones that did make money over the ones that didn't. And then finally he put out one that just like went through the roof. Thank you for the follow, Lemnine. I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna keep knocking through this. This is getting exhausting. How long that I've just been like adding imports and adding public. I want to go do this. How about making paid courses? WDYT. I don't know what WDYT means. What do you think? Hey, I got it. I got there eventually. I could see it. I don't know. Believe it is Zoomer for what do you think? I'm not a good enough video editor is the main thing. That would be the main one. I do this and I answer questions and stuff. I mean, I guess I could do paid courses in the sense of, you know, like sign up and I will kind of talk you through that kind of stuff. And kind of like just, you know, one-on-one type teaching. I would almost have to quit my job before I could start doing that though, because like I just don't have the time to do that kind of thing right now. Mono says, I'm trying the concept of building a thing and either white labeling it for different users or topics or putting it in all in one for all. Still unsure. So I think that's actually illegal in the iOS App Store. It's just like white labeling stuff. You do, unless you pay a different developer fee for each app. And so like if you're licensing it out to, you know, say you make a restaurant app and you license it out to a bunch of different restaurants, each restaurant has to have their own developer account. White labeling your own app, yeah. You can't just churn out a bunch of apps on a template and publish them all under the same developer account. Apple doesn't like that. Yeah, it does feel odd, but it's one of those rules that was like, the rule exists because people were abusing the rule not existing. And it was kind of a bummer. So it's like, that's not one of the rules that Apple put out. They're just like, oh, we just, you know, we want more money Let's do it. They used to had it, and it was just a matter of people would put out just a bunch of crap apps that, oh, like like the fandom wikis, for example. Like there's wikis for everything all under fandom, and it's like, oh, I've got the Harry Potter app, the Matrix app, the DC Extended Universe app, the G.I. Joe app, and you just go through, oh, I've published 100 apps, and I'm just continually publishing 100 apps. And so Apple had to crack down on that.
Remember all the happy times we had?
See, I think 3, you're probably easily flying under the radar. Also, yeah, you say from our main app for clients. Have you published them all under your developer account, or did each of your clients publish their own developer or their own app? Because that's the difference there. Is like if you have a different developer account for each one, Apple doesn't care. It's if you're one developer and you're publishing 50 apps that are all very similar, that's when they crack down on it. All in your dev account, but you never release them and won't. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, if you don't release them, then they also don't get mad at you. Would have been a kind of a pain in the ass if Apple was just like, nope, you don't get to do anything. You're done. Especially, yeah, you build all that stuff out. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere. The thread is starting to actually get smaller instead of bigger. Yeah, I kind of do feel like that's the kind of app that wouldn't have passed muster. It depends on, yeah, really how many different types of apps you had. But if you were like selling it to every single convenience store in New Zealand, they probably would have been like, don't think that's okay. You kind of work for the largest one. Well, see, yeah, I mean, if you're only doing it for yourself, that's fine. But yeah, if you're then also publishing them for a bunch of other apps or a bunch of other companies, that's what Apple didn't like. But you can like license the technology to them, and then they can publish it under their own account. Okay, I think we're actually getting really close. Look at this. Cannot convert value of type editing tool picker to expected argument type key path drawing value. I have no idea what that means. I'm going to look at something else. Drawing view dot observe. I feel like there's something. Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. Drawing view. Is there an observe function here that doesn't? Okay, yeah, look at this. Public. Hopefully adding them as a category in our app soon. Yeah, that's the much more Apple approved approach, I guess. I was gonna say the much better approach. It depends on where you're going with that, but yeah. Definitely the much more Apple approved approach. And you know, you can still make money from, you know, trademark and licensing or whatever fees from the actual company. So look at this. Core built. All right, can we build the actual app? Yes. Holy crap. We're building and running this. Let's see if the actual app runs. Oh, I have got to take some drugs. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is running now. Yeah, let's go ahead and see. Here's our app. We're still able to. Whoa, what was that? It's like it doesn't catch up for a second. Not quite what I expected, but sure, we'll go with it. I'm assuming that's something new in iOS 17. Is acting like that. What is this? Is it just a pen? Oh, they've got more things. They have more different types of stuff. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Well, neat. Love having some new toolbars or new tools. Love that my app just gets new stuff for free. That's perfect. Okay, so this all seems to be working. So let's get that committed to Git. See, now the thing is, I'm also probably going to want this even outside of the Vision code base. So I think I might cherry pick this back onto a different branch as well. And just like cherry pick everything up until the point where I actually start writing Vision OS code onto another branch, onto like my next release branch, so that then this part is not the part that I have to like go back and merge again later. But for now, we'll just keep doing it on the Vision branch. This is create the canvas editing, what was it, document navigation and editing state modules. All right, what else can we grab? Actually, you know what? I think it's time for us to head over to this guy NZ's stream if he's still going. He is. All right, let's go check out some iOS game development. How about that? Does everybody like that idea? Let's do that. I will see you all tomorrow night, where I think we'll see how far we can get with what we built tonight in Vision OS. We'll definitely try some Apple Vision Pro coding tomorrow night. It'll probably be around 8 o'clock Pacific. And I hope to see you then. Thank you all for watching. Have a good evening. Or have a good next 20-ish hours. I don't know. See you then. So let's head over to this guy NZ stream. So see you soon.